Hello, teacher Xiahna. One more time. Unmute your microphone. 先打开麦克风. Yeah. Hello,
Hello,
teacher.
teacher.
Okay. Sarah, right? Okay. So she is our new student.
Awesome. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Fine.
Good. Glad to hear that. Thank you so much for coming. We're happy to have you.
Okay, we can get started.
Okay, awesome. So today we're going to be finishing up our story that we started last week. So let's do a little bit of review on our story. So who can tell me what is the title of our story? Stella, do you know what is the title of our story?
Running laps.
Very good. Running laps. Now, how many laps do the students have to run in the morning? Ryan, and if you could answer in a complete sentence.
They run 3 laps
Very, mhm.
around the track.
Very good. So we know they have to run 3 laps every morning, and like Ryan said, around a track. Very good. So for your homework, you had to answer this question. Do you think that running 3 laps in the morning is a benefit to the students? So let's do a little review on the word benefit. So Barry, do you remember what is a benefit?
It means if you do one thing and you will if you do one thing and it will have some thing good things.
Very good. Awesome. So yeah, a benefit is something good that comes out of something else. So very good. So how would we answer that question? Do you think running 3 laps is a benefit to the student? Alice, why don't you start? What do you think?
Yes, I do. I think run 3 laps in morning is good for students because it's when they have more focus on the class.
Very good, great answer. So yes, so running those laps can help them to have more focus in the morning for class. Awesome answer. What about you, Stella? What do you think?
I think running 3 laps in the morning is not a benefit to the students because it will make them too tired to pay attention on the class.
Ooh, interesting answer. So Stella thinks it's not a benefit. So maybe running doesn't help them to focus, but instead maybe it makes them more tired. Ooh, I like that idea too. What about you, Ryan? What do you think?
I think running 3 laps is is good because they can exercise and they will be strong.
Very good answer. So it helps them exercise. They can be healthy and strong and fit. Good answer. Okay, Barry, what do you think?
I think it's very good because if you are running every day and and you run a month, a year, and you exercise a lot, so you will be stronger and healthy.
Okay, I see. So you're looking at the big picture. So at the end of the year, after all the running the students did, they'll be healthy. I like that idea too. Awesome. All of you guys had really great answers. So Sarah, were you able to do the homework last week?
Yes.
Okay. So Sarah, what do you think? Do you think that running 3 laps in the morning is a benefit to the students?
Yes, I think running 3 laps in the morning is a benefit to the students because I think running in the morning can get more energy and become healthy.
Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. So great answer as well. It can help them get that energy. And like your other classmates said, it can get them healthy. So we see we have 4 votes for yes, it is a benefit, and 1 vote for no, it's not a benefit. So thank you guys for putting a lot of thought into your answer. So we're going to finish the story today and read the second paragraph. And we're going to learn more information on why the teachers want their students to run in the morning. So before we do that, let's look at our new vocabulary words. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So our first word is major.
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 Teacher,
If something is major, it's really important or really big. So let's read our example sentences. Hunger is a major problem in the world.
Hunger is a
Hunger
major
Hunger is a
problem in the
major
world.
problem
in
in
the
the
world.
world.
New York City is a major city in the United States.
New York
New
City is
York
a
City
major
is a
It's
city
a
major
in
major
the
city
city
in
United
in
the
States.
the
United
United
States.
States.
Very good. So if we look at our first example and our first picture, hunger is a major problem. So it's a really big problem because we know there's a lot of people in the world that don't have enough food to eat. So because this is such a big and important problem, we would call it a major problem. In our second picture, in our second sentence, here's a picture of New York City. So New York City is a major city in the United States. It's very big, it's important, a lot of different things happen there. Many people visit New York City each year. So again, if something is major, it's important, or it's big. Our next word, battle.
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 So a battle could be an actual fight, but it could also be a figurative fight. So that means it's a fight against something that is difficult or hard for you to do. So let's look at our sentences. Completing my homework each night is always a battle.
Completing my homework
Completing
each
my
My
night
homework
is
each
homework
night
always
is
a
is
battle.
always a battle.
always a battle.
It's a battle to wake up in the morning.
It's a
It's
battle
a
to wake
battle
up
Battle
to
in
to
the
wake
wake
up
morning.
in the
up
morning.
the morning.
Very good. So we see in our first picture, in our first sentence, finishing or completing your homework each night can be a battle. Maybe if you have trouble understanding your homework, or if you have a lot of homework, it can be a battle. That means it's something difficult or hard for you to do. Waking up in the morning, I know that's a battle for me. It could be hard to wake up in the morning when you're really tired. So let's think about what else could be a battle. What else could be a battle? Stella, what do you think? What else could be a battle? Something difficult to do?
It's a battle to do the science homework.
So science homework, that could be a battle. That was a battle for me when I was in school. I understand that. Sarah, what do you think? What else could be a battle? What is something hard to do?
Do exercise.
Yeah, so could you say it in a complete sentence, Sarah? A complete sentence?
完整的句子。Doing exercise is
Do exercise is
Battle.
battle.
Very good. Doing exercise is a battle. That would be a complete sentence. Very, very good. That's a great example. Doing exercise is a battle. It's hard to do for many people. So great examples, you guys. Let's move on to our next word. Motivated.
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 So to be motivated is when you want to work hard and succeed. You want to do your best and get your work done. So let's look at our examples. Jason is a very motivated student.
Jason is
Jason
a
is a
motivated
very
student.
motivated student.
I never feel motivated to do my chores.
I
I
never
never
feel
feel
motivated to do
motivated
my
to
chores.
do my chores.
Very good. So we read these sentences, we looked at what motivated means, to want to do your work, to work hard. So if we look at these two pictures, Barry, which picture shows a boy who is motivated? Picture 1 or picture 2?
Picture 1.
Very good. So why would you answer picture 1?
Mm, he looks uh he looks is harder than the picture 2.
Could you say that one more time, Barry, please?
He looks harder than picture 2.
Very good. So we see he's working hard. Maybe he's doing his homework. We see he has his laptop, his notebook, and he has a smile on his face. So he's ready to work. He's eager to do his homework. Now, in our second picture, Ryan, what do you see in this picture?
The boy is not have energy. Maybe he's tired.
Very good. And we see a remote in his hand, and he's lying on a couch, so maybe he's watching the TV. So this boy is not motivated. Like Ryan said, he looks tired, looks like he doesn't have energy. So he doesn't feel motivated to do his chores or to do his homework, whatever he has to do. So very good. And our next word, to crawl.
To crawl.
To crawl.
So crawling is what a baby does. It's to move on your hands and knees. So let's read our examples. The baby quickly crawls across the floor.
The baby quickly
The baby
crawls
quickly
across the floor.
crawls across the floor.
Very good. So again, when we talk about to crawl, this is most of the time talking about a baby. Babies can't walk yet. They crawl across the floor. But we might also use the word crawl to talk about getting out of bed when you're really tired and you don't feel like waking up, but you do it anyways. So let's look at our second sentence. She crawled out of bed.
She crawled out
She
of bed.
crawled out of bed.
Very good. So again, when we're talking about crawling out of bed, that doesn't mean we're on our hands and knees like a baby. It means we're so tired and we don't feel like getting up, but we do it anyways. We sort of drag ourselves out of bed. So those are the two different ways you can use crawl. Next word, definite.
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 Very good. So if something is definite, it is sure. It's a certain thing that you have planned or something that will happen or needs to happen. So let's look at our examples to see how this word is used because it can be a little hard to explain what this word means. So our first sentence, we have a definite date for the party.
We have a
We have
definite
a
date for the party.
date for the party.
Karen needs a definite answer to your question by tomorrow.
Karen
needs a definite answer to your question by tomorrow.
Very good. So if we look at our first sentence, we have a definite date for the party. So that means you say for sure. For example, the party will be this Friday. That is a definite date. It's not going to change. Our second example, Karen needs a definite answer. So she needs an answer that is certain. It's not going to change. So if you have trouble understanding this word, as always, please feel free to look back at your vocabulary sheet that's on the second page of our story. And you can look at the translation. So that might help you to make sure you understand what definite means. Next, effect.
Effect.
An effect is a change or result that is caused by something else. So let's look at our examples. COVID-19 has had a huge effect on many people.
COVID-19 has had a huge effect on many people.
While eating sugar makes my little sister act crazy, it doesn't have an effect on me.
Well, eating sugar makes my little sister crazy.
It doesn't have any effect on me.
Very good. So our first example talking about COVID-19, and we can see a picture right here. So COVID-19, the coronavirus, has had a huge effect on people. So people have gotten sick. Some people have died. Many people have died. Many people have lost their jobs. Kids couldn't go to school. So all of that was caused by COVID-19. So that is the effect that it had on people. Another good example of using the word effect is certain foods can have an effect on you, like eating sugar. So as we see in this picture, and as it said in our sentence, eating sugar can make people, especially little kids, act crazy. They'll have a lot of energy. So that is the effect that sugar has on them. That is the result caused by sugar. Our next word, to improve.
To improve.
To improve.
Improve.
To improve something is to make it better. To make it better. So let's look at our examples. I want to take classes to improve my singing.
I want
I
to
want
take
to take
classes to
classes
I want to
improve
take
my
class
singing.
to
my
improve my singing.
They are working to improve their writing skills.
They are
They are
working to
working
They
improve
are
their
working
writing
to
skills.
improve their writing skills.
skills.
Very good. So maybe you like to sing, but you want to get better at it. You want to improve. So maybe you'll be like this girl in this picture and take classes so that you can improve your singing. You can make it better. Or maybe you want to be a better writer. So you'll work hard to improve your writing. You want to make it better. So now let's think about you guys. What is something that you would like to improve? What do you want to make better? So I'll let you guys think about that. And why don't we start with Stella? Once you know your answer, what is something you would like to improve?
I want to improve my science.
Okay, so Stella wants to get better or improve on science. Very good, Stella. What about you, Ryan? What is something you would like to improve?
I want to improve my math.
Okay, so math. And what about you, Alice? What would you like to improve on?
I want into my art.
Okay, art. And what about you, Barry?
I want to improve my drawing.
Drawing, okay. And Sarah, what is something you would like to improve?
I want to
Mm-hmm.
improve my exercise.
Your exercise. Okay. Great answers, everybody. So, Sarah, I'm like you. I want to improve my exercise habits too. I want to have a better routine for exercise. So, great answers. Thank you all for sharing what you would like to improve on. And let's go to our next word, alertness.
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 Now, we see this word is very similar to the word we learned last week, alert. And the picture is the same too. So, do we remember what alert means? Ryan, do you remember what alert means?
Uh, uh, Maybe you do something. You can be energy and be better.
Yes, yes, very good. So when you're alert, like you said, you have energy and you're ready to do things. You're ready to act, ready to start your day, whether it's going to work or doing school or whatever you have to do. So alertness, it means the same thing, except for it's the state of being ready to act. So the state of being completely awake and ready to go. So let's see an example of how we would use alertness in a sentence. And I highlighted the wrong vocabulary word. So we want to make sure we're looking at this word. I have found that exercise really improves my alertness.
I have found
Have
that
found
exercise
that
really
exercise
improves my
Exercise really
alertness.
improves my alertness.
Very good. So again, alertness, and then we see improves too. So exercise can make your alertness better. It can make you more alert. Now our next word, focus.
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 So when you have focus, you're able to give your full attention to something. You're able to do the task or work that you need to be doing. So let's read our examples. She needs a lot of focus so that she can finish her exam.
She needs
She
a
needs
lot
a
of
lot
focus
of
so that she
focus
can
focus
finish
so
her
that she
exam.
can
that
finish
she
her
can
exam.
finish her exam.
Kevin's focus was on the TV instead of on his work.
Kevin's focus
Kevin's
Kevin's
was on the
focus was
TV
on
instead
TV
of on
instead
his
of
work.
his work.
Very good. So we see two different pictures here. Two different pictures. So Alice, in picture 1 and picture 2, which picture shows someone who has focus? Someone who has focus. Picture 1 or picture 2?
Picture 1 is more focused.
Very good. So we see in picture 1, a lot of things are going on here. A lot of different things in the background, but she is focused on doing her work. Maybe it's homework or taking a test. So she is focused. She has focus. Now, in our second picture, Barry, does this boy have focus?
I think yes, but even on his teacher.
Could you repeat that one more time, Barry?
I think yes, but even on his teacher.
Okay, so do you mean he doesn't have focus on his teacher. He has it on something else?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so he has focus, but not on what he is supposed to have focus on. So we see he's in class, his teacher is teaching, but he's not paying attention to her. Maybe he's looking outside a window or looking at his classmates. So focus is really important in order to get things done. So when we think about us, when we do chores or when we do homework, we have to have focus. So Stella, is it easy for you to have focus? What do you think?
I think yes.
Okay, so when you're doing your schoolwork, it's easy for you to have focus on what you're doing?
Yes.
Very good. That's a good quality to have. What about you, Ryan? Is it easy for you to have focus? Okay,
Easy for me.
awesome. And what about you, Barry? Is it easy for you to have focus?
Yes, only I interesting lesson.
Okay, when it's Interesting. Yes, I think that's for most people, if something is interesting, it's easier to have focus. When it's boring or you're not interested, it can be harder. Okay, let's move on to our next word. Additionally.
Dictionary.
Additionally.
Additionally.
So additionally means also or in addition to. So let's look at our example. I always bring my backpack with me to school. Additionally, I pack my books, paper, and pencils.
I always bring my
backpack
backpack with
in
me to
school.
school.
Additionally,
Additionally,
I
I pack my book,
paper and
paper, and
pencil.
pencils.
Very good. So we can see additionally, again, it's just another way of saying also. You're adding on to what you've already said. So you bring your backpack to school. Additionally, or also, you bring all these other things. So again, just another way of saying also or in addition to. Overall.
Overall.
So overall is another word that's a little difficult to explain. So let's just read our example sentences and hopefully that'll give us a good idea of how we use this word. Overall, my first day of school was great.
Overall, my first
Overall,
day of
my
school
first
was
day
great.
of school was great.
So if we just talk about this sentence, overall, my first day of school was great. So you're taking into consideration or you're thinking about everything that happened on your first day of school. And maybe there were a few bad things that happened, but overall, your day was great. So for the most part, with everything that happened, it was great. So that's why you would use the word overall, because you're thinking about everything all together. Okay, our second sentence. Being outside is great for your overall health.
Being outside is
Being
good
outside is great
for
for
your
your
overall health.
overall health.
Outside is great for your overall health.
Very good. So now we're talking about our health and being healthy. So getting outside, being in the sun, it's good for your overall health. So that means everything involving your body and what makes you healthy. So I would really recommend looking at the sheet with our vocab words and the translation into Chinese so that we make sure we know what overall means. Because it can be used in a lot of different ways and it can be hard to explain. So definitely take a look at that. And we'll also see how it's used in our story today. Okay, so we are finished with all of our words for today, our last words for our story. So now take the time to write your sentence or sentences. Please include at least one word, but of course you can do more than one. And when you are finished, please type your sentence in the chat box and we will all share our sentences. So go ahead and take the time to do that now, and when we're done, I'll stop sharing my screen. we have our first sentence. Thank you. We have our second one as well. Thank you very much. Our third, thank you. Another one. So I think we're just waiting for one more. Okay, there's our last one. So thank you guys. I'll stop sharing now. Okay, so already looking at these sentences, they all look awesome. So why don't we begin with Ryan? Ryan, can you please share your sentence?
Play puzzles is a battle, but it can make me focus.
Very good. I really like your sentence, Ryan. So do you play puzzles or do you put puzzles together?
Yes,
Okay, awesome. So I've heard that too, that puzzles can help you to focus better, but they're also a battle because they can be very hard. So great sentence. Very creative. Thank you. Sarah, can you please share your sentence?
I want to improve to exercise.
Very good, Sarah. Thank you. So Sarah used improve. So again, to improve, to get better at something. So thank you, Sarah. Alice, can you please share your sentence?
We can do something fast when we focus.
Very good, Alice. So Alice used focus, and you are totally right, Alice. When we focus on what we need to do, we'll get done faster. So great job. Barry, can you share your sentence, please?
They put their focus on how to improve the effect of the medicine.
Very good. Very interesting sentence. So you use focus, improve, and effect. So all those words you use correctly. Great job. And Stella, can you please share your sentence?
I want to try to improve the study methods.
Very good, Stella. And I liked how you used methods. I liked how you used methods in there. So very good. All of you guys, you use these words in the correct context. So you understand the meaning of these words, and that's what's really important. So great work. And so let's finish up our story. So I'll share my screen. So since we're finishing up our story today, I would like somebody to read our first paragraph so that we can have a refresher. Barry, I would like you to read our first paragraph today. Can you please read that for us?
Okay. Our junior high school really believes in improving physical exercise for the benefit of the students. Every morning at assembly, students are required to run 3 laps around the track. Not only does it boost their metabolism throughout the day, but it also helps them to wake up and be more alert.
Very good. Thank you so much for your reading. Okay, so now for our second paragraph, as usual, I'll read it through and then we'll read it again and you will repeat after me. Keeping the students alert is a major battle that teachers have to face every day. It is hard to keep students motivated for learning, especially in the morning when everyone has just crawled out of bed. Most teachers believe that running laps every day has a definite effect on students' alertness, focus, and also helps to improve their grades greatly. Additionally, doing laps also improves the overall health of students. So now let's read it again and repeat after me. Keeping the students alert is a major battle that teachers have to face every day.
Keeping the students alert is a major battle that teachers have to face every day.
Every day.
Very good. So go ahead and unmute your mics, everybody, so that you can repeat after me. It is hard to keep students motivated for learning, especially in the morning when everyone has just crawled out of bed.
It's
It
hard to
is
keep
hard to
students
keep
Keep
students
students
motivated
for
for
learning,
motivated for
learning,
learning,
especially in the
especially
morning
in
especially
the
when
in the
morning
everyone has
morning
when
just
when
everyone has
crawled
everyone
out
just
of bed.
rolled off
out,
of bed.
out of bed.
Most teachers believe that running laps every day has a definite effect on students' alertness, focus, and also helps to improve their grades greatly.
Most teachers
Most
believe
teachers
that
believe
running
that
laps every
running
day
Running
has
laps
a
lab
every
effect
day
every
has
day
a
on teachers'
effect
students'
on
alertness,
students'
focus,
advantage,
and also
alertness,
focus,
improve
and
their
also
grades.
help
also
to
help
improve their
improve
grade
the
greatly.
greatly.
Additionally, doing laps also improves the overall health of students.
Additionally, doing
Also
laps
improve
also
the
improve
overall
the
health of
overall
students.
health of
of, of,
students.
of all healthy of students.
Very good. Great reading, you guys. So now let's talk about this second paragraph. So we read about how teachers have to face a major battle. They have to face a major battle. So in your own words, what is the major battle that teachers have to face? What is the major battle that teachers have to face? Stella, what do you think?
Keeping the students alert is a major battle that the teacher have to face every day.
Very good. So when it says keeping the students alert, what does that mean? Ryan, what does that mean? Keeping the students alert.
Mm. Oh, makes the students can focus on the on the class.
Yes, very good. So alert, we know being focused, being awake. So that's a big battle that teachers have to face. It's difficult for them and they have to deal with it every day. So we know this is why the teachers have the students exercise. Now, what effect does exercise have on grades? What effect does exercise have on grades? Alice, what do you think?
It's hard to keep students measured for listening, especially in the morning.
Very good, Alice. So we know that it's hard to get them motivated. So it's hard for them to want to listen and pay attention in class. But now we're talking about the effect of exercise. The effect of exercise. So how does exercise affect their grades in class? How does it affect their grades? Does it improve their grades? Or are the students' grades worse? Sarah, what do you think? Does exercise improve the students' grades? Does it make it better? Or does it make it worse?
运动会有帮助你成绩提升吗？
Yes.
Could you answer in a complete sentence, Sarah? You can begin with exercise improves the students' grades.
跟着老师念就好了。Exercise
Exercise
can improve
can improve
students' grades.
students' grade.
Very good, Sarah. So improve, let's talk about that word again. What does improve mean? What does improve mean? Barry, do you remember? What does improve mean?
It means let something be better.
Very good. So if something is improved, it's better. And remember our word effect too. Effect. So the effect of exercise is that it improves students' grades. It can improve their grades. So that means being out there in the morning, running 3 laps before class can help the students to do better. It helps them to have better grades. Okay. So what else can exercise do for students? What else can it improve? Ryan, what else can exercise improve?
Improve their let me think.
Okay.
Improve, maybe can delay, they stronger and healthy.
Very good. So it can improve their health or their overall health. So very good. Okay, so that's our 2 paragraphs. There's our story. So we talked about how these students run labs. The teachers do it so that they can be alert and motivated to learn, and it helps improve their health. So there's a lot of benefits. If we remember the word benefit, a lot of good things that come from exercising in the morning. So now we're going to look at our worksheet for this lesson. So I'll share my screen for that. So we start off with our pictures. So if we look at number 1, Alice, which word matches with number 1?
Focus.
Very good. Focus. So we see all these things happening in the background, but we're not paying attention to that. We focus on what we're doing. Now, some of these words could go to multiple pictures. So just do your best and try to remember what was from the slides earlier. So number 2, Barry, what matches with number 2?
Motivated.
Excellent, motivated. So we see this student wants to learn. He has a smile on his face. He's doing his homework. He's motivated. Number 3, Ryan.
Alertness.
Very good, alertness. Being alert, ready to start your day. Number 4, Stella.
Battle.
Battle. So we see 2 examples of something that could be a battle. It could be a battle getting our homework done, or it could be a battle to wake up in the morning, something hard for us to do. And number 5, Sarah.
To crawl.
Very good, to crawl. So what babies do, we see our picture right here. Awesome. So now for our second page, and now for this one, I'm going to share my other screen so that I can highlight. So for the next part of our worksheet, we did this a few weeks ago. So we're going to be matching up definitions with the words we learned today. So our first word is to improve. Improve. So what is the correct definition or meaning of improve? So we'll begin with Stella, and when you find the right meaning, just go ahead and read it to us, please.
To make something better.
Very good, to make something better. So there we go. Now, motivated. Motivated. Sarah, if we look at these meanings right here, what is the correct meaning for motivated? So motivated. What is the correct meaning? We see all these different meanings here. Important or big. To want to work hard and succeed. Being awake and ready to act. What here means to be motivated?
Sarah，你猜一个，右边的哪一个是正确答案？
To fight
Against
something
difficult,
difficult or hard.
So good guess, Sarah. Thank you. So that's not the right answer, but we're going to find out what it is. We want to make sure we know what motivated means. So we know it's not to fight against something difficult. It's not to make something better because we already did that one. So let's see if one of our classmates can help us. Ryan, what do you think? Motivated.
To want to work hard and succeed.
Very good. So now, Sarah, can you read this part right here? This is the meaning of motivated. Can you read this, please?
To want to work hard and
Succeed.
succeed.
Very good. So earlier we saw a picture of a boy doing his homework. He had a smile on his face. He was motivated. He wanted to be a hard worker and to do his assignment. So there's our definition right there. Now, for the rest of these, so you have these left, number 9 through 12. For your homework, please match these with the correct definition or meaning. So to crawl, battle, major, and alertness. So for your homework, match these with the correct definition. Also for your homework, we have a question that you need to answer. In this story, we learned that it can be hard to keep students motivated to learn, especially in the morning. How could you help a classmate who isn't motivated to learn? So maybe you have a friend or know someone who doesn't like to go to school or doesn't like to learn. So how could you help them be motivated? How can you help them want to learn? So again, for your homework, finish matching these with the correct definition, and then answer this question down here. So is there any questions about the homework or what you have to do? Okay, so I put that in the chat earlier, your worksheet, so make sure you have that downloaded, and then I look forward to hearing your answers next week.
Okay, thank you for this great lesson. Students, please unmute your microphone. Okay, let's say thank you, teacher Xiahna.
Thank you,
Yeah,
teacher
yeah.
Xiahna.
Thank you, teacher Xiahna.
Thank you, everybody. Great work today. Awesome job.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Okay, see you guys next week. Bye.
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 Bye bye.